TJ, man, you see it?
What's going on?
Yes, indeed, man. We don't have nobody in the mix so far, but they coming, man. They coming. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull this out. I got to pull the chat box. I call it the chat box, and people call it the flame box.
Okay.
Impromptu show. You know how we do it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. My contacts already dried up. I might have to start rocking the glasses, man. Yeah. Who's that first person in the mix?
Okay.
Is that Marquez? Is that Hardison?
Hardison.
Yeah.
Marquez, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, Marquez? And then we got Victor, the comedian, man, in the mix. Man, you change your last name, bro. And then I kill. We ain't gonna mess with him. No. You know what I mean? He third place though. You third place. You didn't win first place.
That's like one of them cousins that your parents say.
Don't mess with them. Don't mess with them.
Just leave them alone.
Just leave them alone. Hey, tell them what school you went to, bro.
Hale State, Mississippi State University. Graduated in 2009. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Dak Prescott and what he did for the family.
Yeah,
he calls Mississippi State University, and to see personally, to see the negativity,
right?
For somebody who's been putting their best foot forward despite all the situations, this confuses me, you know.
Right. It's
probably because they didn't follow SEC football, Mississippi State, stuff like that.
Hale State,
but I know year 3 is gonna be awesome, man.
Year 3, man. And a lot of times with quarterbacks, it takes around year 3,
Correct.
year 4. Now Carson Wentz, I ain't gonna lie. He just stepped up and showed up, and everybody like he the best thing since sliced bread.
Definitely.
But if you look back at what he did, it was a lot of dinking and dunking.
True.
He had a seasoned coach.
True.
Not saying that he's been the coach for like 8 to 10 years,
right.
but the coaching philosophy is seasoned.
Correct.
But neither here nor there.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Bring it.
About the coaching aspect. I do like the fact that, like you said, his coach knows how to switch it up.
There you go.
My question is, how long will the Cowboys take before they find a coach that can switch it up?
Forever and a day.
Forever and a day.
Because you know why?
Why is that?
Jason Garrett got some good tapes on.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones said, "Oh man, I know. I'm trying to give him some glory hole. That come on, man."
Jerry went out more than.
Yeah, he wants some more glory hole, but Jason Garrett done found out where he had got that glory hole from. Man. So he got them tapes underneath the bed. Or
he got to have something on
spot. You got something on.
Because I've never mentioned that before, but not many teams will hang on to a Jason Garrett.
No way. No way.
So,
I mean,
I don't know what it is.
It is what it is, man. Shout out time, man. Shout out. You can see me because my eyes are blind right now with these contacts.
Yeah.
Some solution, some saline or something. We got them boys, 2-7. What's up, Law? He says, cracking. What is it? What's cracking, Law, man? This is Q Mills, man, in the mix. I'm just gonna skip all the way down.
Josh Hardy, Dak Attack. What's up?
Dak Attack, man. There you go. Man, go on show them that jersey, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
Y'all see the jersey, man.
I happened to be swinging. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I happened to be swinging through Texas to see family. Had to go by the Star. I saw the photos and I said I got to go myself, but I got to put on Dak. While I'm there. What's funny, I was playing on the turf field in the front with my boys.
Right.
And somebody told my wife, "Is that Dak Prescott?" We got like the same, haircut and stuff like that. And I had a number phone. They were like, "Oh, is that Dak with his kids?" No, bro. No. We probably the same size, but that's not me.
Break down the Star in Frisco for those who've never been before.
So the Star in Frisco is just an ultimate fan experience to where if you're a Cowboys lover, I guess football in general, but if you like the Cowboys, you can eat, play, work out, right, get gear. I guess anything that you find entertaining, the Star tries to give it to you. Yeah. In Frisco, Texas, which is...
Or bring it to you.
Yeah. And Frisco, Texas is live anyway. I didn't know how nice Frisco, Texas was. I was like, this is nice.
Man. Shoot, Frisco, man, my God.
Yeah.
I went out there, I said, man. Did you get to see those statues that look like aluminum foil down towards the end?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see the walkway where they got all the Hall of Fame? You just went straight to the...
No, because I had my kids with me, so I really couldn't do too much.
That's
They saw the field,
yeah,
and we had football. It's like, all right, we already know. So I was like, okay, well.
But they got what I want to say. They got a Hall of Fame walkway.
Okay.
Like everybody who's been to the Hall of Fame or going to the Hall of Fame, what have you, they got a walkway for them.
Okay.
And you got monuments built in stone. You can't move it off. You can't blow it down.
Okay.
It's stone. Jerry Jones know what he's doing, man.
Oh yeah.
And it's nice, man.
And I heard it's $1 billion facility. I don't know how much it costs. You said in billions though.
2.1 billion with a B.
Yeah. And they still putting in businesses and things like that in there.
Right.
I went to the Cowboys fit section. I wasn't allowed in. I was like, man.
Yeah.
You can work out here too?
Yeah, you
can
can work
eat here
out.
and you can burn it off.
Right.
Like, why would I leave but to go home and go to sleep?
Go home, go to sleep, or you can watch the game there.
True.
And then if you got that loan money, you can stay at the Omni. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I went up in there. I said,
you can stay there the whole week without even leaving. There's no excuse to leave.
And I think that every home game, the players are forced to stay there at the Omni.
Oh, so okay.
So like when you come back down, when you can come back down and watch one of the games.
Yeah.
Because we know we love the Cowboys. We don't just like them. When he comes down and watch one of the games, you might have to, reach into the big pockets, man.
Yeah.
See if you can stay at the Omni.
Yeah.
Dak is not Brady. This is from 5 Group. He just being honest. That's what he's saying. Just being honest. Dak Prescott is not Tom Brady.
Correct.
I think Tom Brady is not Tom Brady without Bill Belichick. What do you think? Because we can talk about that.
I would say Tom Brady's not Dak. Tom can't run.
Nah, he can't. But
bro, if that line break down, Tom done.
Tom is
done. What's his name? Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
Line break down all day. He throwing that rock.
Man,
The
thing is, man, what people look at, they look at the Super Bowls. They look at a team that won, but they never look at the full, complete picture.
Correct.
There's no one person that wins the Super Bowl. We understand that. But we just talked about Jason Garrett and the tape that he might got on Jerry Jones.
Correct.
Bill Belichick. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
Just because the commissioner took the tapes that he allegedly recorded, right? Doesn't mean that he never made records and recordings of those tapes. Just because he took those tapes and burned those tapes, it's crazy to me.
Now, where are the backups?
Because where are the backup tapes? Where the hard drive is?
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because this brother had everything known to man against the St. Louis Rams at the time.
Yeah.
And Kurt Warner was launching that thing, I think without the help of the kicker, Tom Brady wouldn't have at least 3 Super Bowls. But Tom Brady is still a bad man. Don't get me wrong, but
definitely.
It took him a minute to move from being the manager. Those who watch film and tape, it took him a minute from becoming the manager of the team to becoming the leader of the team. Because he was the manager, the facilitator of the team.
Yeah.
But people don't. But we don't watch football.
Me personally, I compare Tom to LeBron. It's like there's so many years in, there's so many. I just seen so much.
I can see that.
To where the tape's in my head now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can just, all right, you're going to do this.
Right.
Let me throw it over here because I know that's what you're going to do. It's kind of like the LeBron mind,
Yeah.
Well, can't take nothing away from Tom, but.
Yeah, you can't discount Tom.
No. But like you said, Dak's year 3.
It's year 3.
So let's see what year 3 brings.
And this is what I want Dak Prescott to improve on. Because those who always say, man, Law Nation, he just a lover of Dak. Won't they just get a room together? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing is, he got to work on his progressions.
Correct.
He got to work up, stepping up through his throws. His feet work. Go back and look at his scouting report. His scouting report says that he must work on his feet. His feet get sloppy. Now, you got a chance to watch him play at Mississippi State, right?
And we had horrible players.
Compared to the boys, right?
Boy.
But the one thing that you can't measure is the heart of the person.
Correct.
And that will, that drive, that focus mindset to take the team and to push Mississippi State to be what is it, top
number
ranked?
1.
Number 1?
That was number 1.
My God.
Like 8 or 9 weeks. Straight
weeks? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we know for sure they didn't have the recruitings of the world.
Of course.
What Alabama had. These ain't built-in excuses, you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, I have tape on Dak.
Right.
More than just these 3 years that most Cowboys fans have. And I can say that, Just like Dak needs to experience more.
He does.
I have more experience with Dak, and that's why I can say confidently year 3 will be different. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even though last year the stuff broke down, he still had a winning record, 9-7.
Right.
And like you said, he didn't have an 8-8. Yeah, 9-7, even with failing O-line, which was the Falcons game, right?
Yeah.
And a running back that wasn't there. He still willed them to 9 games.
You know what? The last time we had back-to-back winning seasons was 2007. How many years 2007 is from 2018? Now, let me know, bro. 11 years,
I think
man.
that's 11.
Some people that's in the chat box wasn't even born the last time we had back-to-back winning seasons. And one could throw in and add the fact that you had all of the Roger Goodells, the fact that he's playing political football out there, going around saying, okay, Ezekiel Elliott is charged with this heinous act or what have you. Yeah. When all of the courts of the world and everybody else who did the personal investigation in Kia Roberts, the guy that he done hired, the woman, the female, the beautiful lady, Kia Roberts,
right,
said, I found no fault in Dak. Not Dak, but Zeke. You know?
Yeah.
So I found no fault in Ezekiel Elliott. And then for them to ultimately say, okay, we still suspend the guy of 6 games. That always kind of tells me right there that there's a hidden, there's no longer a hidden agenda. There's a plain sight agenda against my Cowboys. And one can say, well, okay, Law. Come on, man. Conspiracy theory is over with. No, I can talk to anybody. This what about this theory, the holding call?
Because
go ahead.
Other players from other teams have been proven by the police or by investigators that that they actually did something, right?
True that.
But got less games. Is that correct?
True that. True that. No, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
I'm just making sure.
I mean, you definitely right. You're right on the money, man.
Okay, so I'm with you. I don't think it's conspiracy. I think there's something.
A faction.
The Cowboys, Jerry Jones, somebody got tape on them that they don't like this person or this team, and they're just doing, throwing crowbars in the situation.
It's a very disservice, a distrust to the NFL. When you talk about tarnishing of the shield, tarnishing of the brand, and then you got the appellate court, you got all these people who saying, okay, I find no fault in Ezekiel Elliott. And then for the NFL to say, no, we want to prove that we are right. So we're going to go to the collective bargain agreement article, I think it's 48 or 38, one of the articles, and saying, okay, by me being commissioner, grand jury, executioner in chief, I'm gonna flex my muscles, and I'm gonna go ahead and suspend this guy because I believe that the conduct unbecoming is so grand that we want to get this man suspended for 6 games, sully this man's name so he lose out on sponsorship. Nobody gonna touch him with a 10-foot pole like the Sprites of the world, the Gatorades, the Nike, the Adidas, Adidas, I even call them.
Now you think it's gonna be that bad for Zeke though?
It is that bad because he's losing money. Normally by now, he would have had tons of commercials.
Yeah.
See all these commercials got doggone Dak doing. Spread the wealth, man. You got too many commercials for Dak. I'd be like, last year I was telling Dak, like, look, man, sit down, bro. I know they paying you only $600,000, but bro, sit down.
To though.
But I know he
That's
got
pennies.
to. You only football is so the world's smallest sport as it relates to guaranteed money and life expectancy. In what, 3 years, 2 years?
True.
Yeah. And what's
I said NFL mean not for long.
Not for long.
That's funny.
Or no fun league.
Yeah.
What else we think of?
I don't know. That's funny.
What else we got? 5 group law. How many games does it take for Dak to pass for 500 yards? And how many games does it take for Brady for 500 yards? It goes back to you compare tomatoes and potatoes.
3rd year Brady?
3rd year Tom Brady? We don't know. Somebody can pull up those stats.
Okay.
This year Brady is Tom Brady is like the Picasso or who?
But he should because he's been throwing for over 10 years. Man.
Yeah, even 18 years.
He's been in the game that long.
He's been in the game for forever, man.
Wow.
Tom Brady, TB12, just been in there forever. But we still beat the Redskins. This is Andrew Castillo. Yeah, we 4-0 against the Skins. Who the team that you don't like the most in the NFL?
The team I don't like the most? Wow. You know what? I don't like the Dolphins. It's not because I have some personal against the Dolphins. It's that they have talent. They just can't win. I don't understand what it is.
Thanks to, by you saying you don't like the Dolphins, let me say this.
I don't like people not living up to their potential.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess that's my pet peeve.
I can see that.
Dolphins got a lot of potential.
They sure hit Tom Brady out, don't they? Look, let's think about it. If
I hate that the Patriots
they get to play
the Dolphins
right
in their conference.
Right, they get to play them twice.
Correct.
They get to play the Jets twice a year.
Correct.
And the Bills twice a year. Can you imagine?
I don't like the Steelers because they got the Browns in that conference.
Right, you get to play the Browns twice a year. Who else in that conference? I think the Texans or somebody.
In the Steelers conference?
Steelers conference.
Who's talking about? Oh, Patriots.
Well, Patriots, you know, they got the
Texans, I think.
Tennessee Titans or something like that. The Browns, you know.
Yeah.
Them trash of organizations and teams that don't have any level of consistency.
Yeah.
And we like the SEC, the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
We beat each other's up, you know.
We tear each other up to the point where we can beat most of these bowl teams, right? But we so tired because we can tell everybody up, you know.
You see Miss Jackie, man, say, hey, Miss Jackie. Hey,
Miss Jackie.
It's one of the enforcers, man. She's been following the channel for a while. I just gave her complete control to kick the trolls out, you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She was one of the guys. She was one of the ladies that regulate everything.
That's one of the things, to be honest, one of the things I had to, I guess, embrace as a Cowboys fan. As a Mississippi State fan, we would never tear each other down. And we had trash players.
Right.
Like, that dude's sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Trash,
but I'm not just going to go on social media and tear him down because that's Mississippi State.
Right. He's still State.
I don't want Auburn hearing this. Right?
But I guess it's a common knowledge. It's a common talk track amongst Cowboys fans.
Okay.
To throw mud in one Cowboys face to elevate the one that they like. I remember vividly that somebody was saying Steve Berline, he's better than Troy Aikman, you know. Or Steve Wash, he's better than Troy Aikman. I remember that's in the 90s, right? And then we fast forward to the 2000, we have Troy Aikman. Not Troy Aikman, but Tony Romo, the fans saying that Tony Romo is better than Troy Aikman, throwing Troy Aikman under the bus. So it's all crazy. We got a donation to help grow the nation, man. Who's that? Daniel Steve.
Appreciate you, Daniel.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Everything help us out with so much, you know, like going to stores, the Cowboy Star Tours, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
The football game, setting up tents, buying stuff to get out there, gas.
I think putting the money where your mouth is is the ultimate proof that you support. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Look at that. She said, Miss Jackie said she loved the fact that you're wearing Dak Prescott jersey. That's what I'm talking about. Got to represent.
I still need a Hell State one. I need a 15. But you know, check me next time. I'll come back on with my 15.
15.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed, man. Aikman got criticized before 1993. This is from 5 Group season, and he said that he had to play better, you know. And that's what we've been hearing all about the offseason with Dak Prescott. He said he must improve, he must do this, he must get this going, and he must win.
That's what I like about it.
That's what we like about it.
He knows he got work.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
And you know when you point the finger, you got 3 pointing back at you.
Right.
So he's not going around pointing the finger. That's what I like, you know. Right. And he's not going out there not trying to throw any shade or anything.
Correct.
He's focused on football.
Even though he could.
Only.
Even though he could.
Yeah, who else we got, man? What else you want to talk about? I'm just reading.
Dez. What's up with Dez, man?
Dez Bryant. What if I
have me a Dez jersey? Hell, like
Dez Bryant's gonna be like one of those stories for ESPN 30 for 30, right? What if I told you a guy was offered $24 million for 3 years and turned it down? And didn't get an offer since then. ESPN 30 for 30, starring Dez Bryant. My thing is with Dez Bryant, and I say this with maturity.
Yeah.
We all had jobs before. We all probably got fired or laid off or got kicked to the side, right? Or didn't get the job because somebody else, we saw that another candidate what's that thing? We regret to inform you that another candidate been selected. You know what I mean? Seen that before? We seen that before. The polite. We regret to inform you that another candidate been selected for this position. Yeah. However, in 3 months you can reapply. You know, we seen that before. Right. But the best thing that you can do is you go back, you do a self-inventory of yourself, and then you go into the next job interview and not trash. The job that you applied for, right? Or not trash the company that you work for.
Prove your character.
Prove your character. That speaks volumes. What my guy Tupac said, he stole it from the Bible. I measure man not by his word, but by his actions. And your action speaks volumes. Yeah. When Dez Bryant went in there, he said Jason Gary got Gary guys. When he was speaking to the masses of the NFL.com and ESPN. what Dez Bryant should have done at that time is said, you know what, I had a wonderful career at the Dallas Cowboys.
Correct.
It was a great opportunity. I came from some obscure state college, what have you. I came from Lumpkin, Texas, whatever he from, what have you. I forgot what Texas school.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty good school.
Yeah, pretty good school. You know, OSU, you know.
OSU, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I came from this university.
You're the Cowboys too, yeah.
Wasn't expected to live over 24. You know what I'm saying? I made millions. When I was drafted, I didn't have running water. You know, stuff like that in my house. You know, when I went to college.
Yeah.
I made an opportunity. Now I'm blessed.
Yeah.
But now I'm putting that all to behind me, and I'm ready for the next challenge in my career.
He didn't do that.
He
had
did
the
that.
same problem Dwight Howard had.
Oh my
He was
God.
always having locker room problems.
There you go.
For some reason, he can play,
He ball.
but his character isn't worth the investment.
Right.
And Dez proves that his character wasn't worth the investment when that separation happened.
Right.
Which is to your point.
To my point is, he should have just said, hey, my agent is going to handle the rest.
Correct.
I'm just going to show you guys highlights. And I had a second-year quarterback throwing. He could have just did that a little bit. I had a second-year quarterback throwing me the ball. I think that I still have the talent. I still have the skill set to be a dominant player in the National Football League.
Correct.
And then throw up the X.
And that's it.
Ball. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And then he should have. Then he could have did the Odell Beckham. I call him Odella. He could have hang out with them.
Yeah.
He could have did all that other stuff down the line.
He did.
And then every team would have been like.
He didn't do that though. Yeah.
They've been knocking on the door talking about it. Aaron Rodgers been like, come on, Dez. I know they got rid of my boy number 87, but let me bring number 88 in.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
even Tom Brady would have been like, look, let me bring this guy in. He's a monster out there. You know, he's better than anybody that we have on our team at this point.
Correct.
Besides Gronk, you know.
Did you hear that Drake album yet? The Scorpion album?
Nah.
It was a song when they're like number 5 or 6. He talking about something like emotions or something like that. He was talking about how he didn't hide his child from the world. He hid the world from his child.
Oh wow, that's deep.
Because of the lost souls trying to sit back and judge when they don't have children.
Right.
They don't know where it come from. So in the song he talked about what did he say? He said, why would you let a negative report run? Then he said, a wise person understands it's better to say nothing at all than to say the wrong thing at that wrong time.
Right.
So he'd rather just leave it alone. To your point. Just because the Cowboys let you go.
Right.
You could just leave it as the Cowboys let you go.
There you go.
Now I'm available. You feel what I'm saying?
That's deep, man. I didn't think I was gonna get some deep words from you today, big bro.
It is what
Big
it is.
TJ, man.
Some things you don't have to speak about.
Some things you don't have to open your mouth about. Yeah.
Because then we're going tick and tack. That's not going to help me, but actually hurt me. You know? So Dez Bryant is open for business.
Open for business. That's the
It
reason
didn't
why.
go down like that, you know?
That's the reason why we got 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth.
There you go.
Listen, watch, and just shut up. Hush. You know?
Right. I only speak when it's mandatory.
Yes, indeed. It would say it's better to appear to be a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubts. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Yes, indeed. I don't
like
have
that.
to get philosophical deep with you guys. Y'all ain't
Hashtag,
ready
boy.
for it. Y'all ain't
Hashtag on my wall, boy.
Yes, indeed. In the minds, in the minds of the soldiers out here.
Hey.
Yes, indeed. I always say that, man. You got to control your mind. If you want things bad enough, you got to go out and fight for it. Work day and night for it. Give up your time and your peace for it, right? Yeah, that's what we got to do, Cowboys Nation. Who else we got in the mix? Justin Carrolls. I know you're kind. I know you're kind, buddy. You stick out like a sore thumb. I can't read today, man. My contact.
I think they have an inner...
They have their
Talking
own
to each other.
conversation. Look, man, look. Give with these 2 guys. Let's talk to ourselves. Oh man, this is Jackie. She said 5 group. Can you see that, man? You like my eyes?
5 groups, stop your hate on Dak. They are sorry, lousy, no good QB out on the field each week now in the NFL, and no one was or is questioning their ability. The same folks thought Ryan Leaf was a good QB. That's a good point. That's some sorry quarterbacks
It's
in the
some
league
horrible
right now.
quarterbacks. You're good and lucky if you get a quarterback that can have a touchdown to interception ratio that's upwards. You know,
You can throw it and run it.
throw it in, run
Bounce
it,
off a tackle.
bounce off RPO. I mean, there are so many things, man. As we begin to wrap this thing up, because I see I think hear them coming down the stairs, the wives, you know how it goes. And the kid too as well. What are your expectations of this year? Not just to throw out lofty goals. What are just your expectations?
I expect to win the season. That's my expectation. My expectation is to get to the playoffs. My only concern is that the coaching can't let us get past or a win in the playoffs. I think going back to that Dolphins situation, there's so much potential. But what's the problem? Is it a culture thing or is it a coaching thing? For me, Dolphins is a culture thing. Cowboys is a coaching thing.
Oh wow!
I don't think
that's some hot topics there,
the knowledge or tenacity or whatever, like the good John Gruden's of the world, sorry. To get past that level, you know what I'm saying? So how long do you blame the quarterback? Guess what? Wasn't Toronto Raptors had a winning season, but in the playoffs they crashed, so they got rid of the coach. They understood that, okay, we got good players.
There you go.
But for some reason, this coach can't push them past
or beyond,
just getting there. They don't know how to win. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, I'm feeling exactly what you're saying.
So when I'm expecting to get to the playoffs because we got the talent. I don't think we got the talent at the coaching to get to the finals or the championship.
So we got just enough to get us to the playoff, but not enough to kick us beyond that.
We may win one game. That's it.
So the only step from here, if you guys go back and watch, I think the 1995 Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl we won, Troy Aikman said I had to win in spite of my coaching.
Ooh, okay.
I had to win in spite of my coaching.
Okay, so that's something there then.
So he said that he had to implement the leadership role. And one thing you know about Dak Prescott, he is a psychology major, he got his MBA, trying to go back to be a doctor and all this good stuff. So with that being said, those is in the chat box. I don't know, answer this question if possible. If it's a cultural problem or a coaching problem, that's a good topic. That's a dang good topic. I'm gonna run this topic for like the next 10 shows that I do. I'm gonna always say, you guys put in the chat box whether we have a cultural problem or a coaching problem. 'Cause that's big, because this year alone. Starting the season, this is 5 years in a row that we have a player suspended. Self-inflicted wounds. You see what I'm saying? For either PED or busting a mirror, walking under a ladder, and having these black cat scenes to run across our path. We're not coming to play the North Carolina Panthers with full strength. And anything when you're fighting war, I don't know if you guys read the book Art of War. But you want to be able to have full strength, full fight, full tenacity, full temperament. You want everything at max capacity when you fight it into your first week. So by us shooting ourselves in the foot, and then the cultural problem is, even though Terrence Williams, shout out to Terrence Williams, I know you, bro. He had a DUI situation, and then he immediately immediately threw his friend under the bus. So that speaks volumes of his character, So is it a cultural problem or coaching problem? And I do know the coach can't control everything that happened in the culture. But if you have a strict dad.
I have it.
You had one, right? So he said be home at 11 o'clock. There's no excuse for you to be there at 11:05.
10:30.
10:30, you better be there.
I had my phone.
You had your phone. Better be in the house, not at the house.
Correct.
Inside the house.
Correct.
Because if not, he gonna karate-size that.
Correct.
So that speaks volumes. But a cultural problem will be, although he set the rule, although he set the temperament, he set the tone for you to be home at 11 o'clock, and you come in at 11:30. And then you tell him, like, hey, Pops, hey, I met this chick,
Correct.
Hey, I had 2-3 more drinks than I was supposed to have. And then he said, well, son, I'm glad that you're home. At least you made it home. That's a problem.
It's a problem because it's going to happen again.
It's going to happen again because he know that there's no max consequences. You know that there's no max consequences.
Correct.
But when you have that strict guideline, you have that strict Bill Belichick type of coaching, right? Or Jimmy Johnson or Bill Parcells. Not saying that they didn't have guys who made problems. But when you do have that strict coach, You sitting there when it's 10 o'clock. You sitting there like, man, I gotta get my, you know what, to the
Exactly.
house. Trying to keep it PG-13.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get my butt at the house and be there before my dad even realize that I'm even 15 minutes till. You see?
Yeah.
So that develops cultural. You know.
That's a good series to talk about.
Ooh, man, it's a good series. We go beyond.
That's just my thing.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Culture problem. Bible teaches a house divided against itself can't stand. Right.
Deep.
When you talk, wasn't Tara Williams the one last year talking about the wide receiving core and how she should be first, or should get more? No, was that somebody else?
The Bryce Butler, but I think that Terrence Williams was the guy that was outside barefooted running at the strip club racing somebody.
Okay.
He raced somebody barefoot. Not saying that you can't race people, but come on. You making headline news, you know. Yeah. You remember when Jimmy Johnson, hey, shout out to, man, somebody else made the donation to make the nation even better. And I'm talking about Daniel Stevens' best channel on YouTube. I appreciate it. I really thank you for that. Yes, indeed.
Going along with culture as well.
Go with culture. Go ahead.
I'm sorry for extending.
No, go ahead. We do this.
How does the negativity of the fans play a part in the culture of Dallas Cowboys?
It speaks volumes.
Speaks volumes.
Since it's still Sunday, right? Yeah, it's
still
Sunday. Thou should decree a thing and it shall be established, right?
Yeah.
So when we get out there and we start speaking things into existence, this team sucks.
About your quarterback.
He can't throw. He sucks. This team sucks. This team sucks. This team sucks. We can't win. We can't win. We decreeing the thing. It shall be established. We speaking things into existence. We can't win. We can't win. Instead of the power of positive thinking, I'm going to make it. Oh, I'm not broke today. I'm just having a financial setback. I'm going to have my goal sooner or later. You know, I'm going to get the job. You know, it's something about the positive thinking that I'm not sick. I'm healed. You know, you will not die. You will live. You start speaking these things into existence, and all of a sudden, guess what happened? It's like
you get what you ask for.
You get what you receive. You see what I'm saying? So if you start sowing negative seeds, you start putting out bad things out there, then eventually you're gonna reap what you sow. You see what I'm saying? So it's something about even if you never read the Bible before, even if you don't believe in Christianity, whatever you don't believe in, whatever it may be. Right. It's something special about positive thinking.
Correct.
If you go out there and give somebody something, if you show somebody a good time or give somebody advice and it somehow increase and help that person down the line, guess what happens? The reciprocal. All of a sudden you reach into your pocket, there's a $5 that you never knew about. Yeah. There's a handshake with $20. There's a job opening that you didn't even apply for that now all of a sudden you get in this job and you're sitting there saying, how in the world has happened to me? Yeah. How am I making over $80,000 a year?
Correct.
How am I making over $90,000? How am I able to make these things happen just by me thinking positive? It can happen.
Yeah.
But the people that's out there that's in misery, saying that it will never happen to me, how I get out of my face, and have a closed fist mentality. They can't get nothing in.
Yeah.
They're in the same place over and over again. There's something about thinking positive, you know.
They didn't even know it.
They didn't know it, you know. I'm going to get injured. We're going to lose. This is what our fan base is. My guy, Voch Lombardi, I don't know if you've heard of him before, but he always talk about there's 80% and there's a 10%.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or 20%. You see what I'm saying? And
it's my 80-20 rule?
80-20 rule, basically. And he was saying that most of the fan base out there are off base, off touch with reality. And then we take what Stephen A. Smith says, and they say delusional. Delusional in a sense is crazy because he's not really a true football fan. He's just a guy that pump up, you know, basketball analyst that knows what drives the nation, you know. And he goes out and spit epithets and spit falsehoods out there, and people gravitate to him because he got over 9 million views on his page, you see. And people never do their own homework, and then they start saying the Cowboys fan base is delusional. But every fan is, the word fan is fanatic, you know. Yeah. You're supposed to be delusional, you know.
My team over everybody else.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're supposed to say, if you're a Green Bay Packer fan, I hate to say it, you're supposed to say my team is going to win the Super Bowl. Even if you're a Patriots fan, if you're cheaters, if you ain't cheating, you're not trying. You're still supposed to say my team is going to win the Super Bowl. If you're a diehard Cowboys fan, you're going to say, okay, we had a down year, we're going to improve. Now, these are things that we got to still realize that, hey, coaching have to improve, Dak Prescott have to pass better. You can still say those things, right? But you can't just shun and sully and denigrate your team and cast aspersions on your team when you know for sure that that's the team you love, right?
Don't talk bad about your team and then shock when they lose.
Right.
Before they get to the playoffs, when you spoke it from the beginning.
Thou shalt decree a thing.
Yeah.
And
So I'm believing Sean Lee gonna have a full healthy season.
Yes, we're gonna sow that seed out there.
I hate it when Sean Lee.
Yes.
He got hurt last year, man. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Man.
So, man, we've been talking, man. We've been getting things going. We got 60 people in the mix, man. Not even trying to say that we did a show, because we just jumped on out of
this. I happened to be in town.
Happened to be in town. Got a chance to see the little pad. You know, I'm okay. I'm okay. And
came a long way, boy.
Yeah, but
that's good.
Long time coming, but I know change.
That's that power of that positive thinking, man.
Power of positive thinking. They would never know the people that's out there. And I'll say this: I was sleeping out of my car. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was able to get up. Step up. And they say if you fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up, boy. I'm telling you. And when you have that fortitude in that mind, I just fooled around and bumped into somebody. And they say, hey, man, I wish I was you. They telling me that. They said be in a suit. Then they said, brother, I wish I was you. They didn't know that I shaved inside a bathroom of a hotel that I wasn't even staying at. You know, I shaved, got up, put the towel on, jump right up in that joint, you know what I'm saying? Like I own the place, you know what I mean? And still got the job, you know.
You spoke it before.
Spoke it because I had the positive mind, the thinking, letting them know that, hey, at least it's a car I'm sleeping in, not the floor. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was sleeping on the floor, at least I'm not underneath 6 feet deep. You know what I mean? I still got life in me. I still got opportunity. I still got the positive mind. You know what I'm saying? When you're up against your struggles, meet it squarely face to face, lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge, do the best that you can do, right? There you go. Boy, I can spit fire today, boy. Hallelujah. Yes, indeed. What is it? He helped Joshua fit the battle of Jericho.
Decree Dak will have a good season this year. Season 3 is going to be good. He got more plays in his mind.
Mindset, the temperament of the mind. You know what I mean? Just controlling everything up in here.
And I hope, head coach finds a way.
He will.
That's what it is.
It's all
about grit, grind, figuring it out.
Putting it together, man.
Beginning of the season is more okay, get this play right, get that play right. Week 12, 13, 14, you like, okay, we need this win because we trying to get home field advantage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or we trying to avoid this opponent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We trying to move this out the way so we can, skip that wild card. Skip it, play in the house. So I hope that happens this year, man. Whatever we needed, we got it. I hope we get that this year, man.
So, man, in closing, man, I know we like the old Southern Baptists, we say, I'm going to my seat, and we yet to go there, right?
Yeah, right.
So, are you starting a podcast up, or you starting anything in the future so people can know where to find you at and stuff like that, or you want to?
Yeah, so
go ahead, tell them all that good stuff.
I'm a minister based out of Atlanta, Georgia, so I'll be starting my own YouTube channel and speaking business. About empowerment, about the Dolphin situation, living up to your potential. Don't just stay where you're at. Yeah. Like you say, if you can look up, get up. Get up. You know what I'm saying? Stand up. No matter what area of life you're in. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to meet Dak and Zeke and say, man, y'all doing a good job. Good job. This is a lot of pressure. Oh, it's a lot of pressure being them.
Tell them about the Trinity Outreach.
Trinity, yeah. So we give.
I'm gonna post a link down below. Once we finish everything, we're gonna post a link down below, guys.
So we give food, clothes, toys to the homeless and homeless families.
Hot meals. Yeah.
Hot meals, yeah. Book bags for back to school. A lot of families can't afford books. Book bags or pencils or pens. And they're busy making sure we got food to eat. You know what I'm saying? So Trinity was just developed to lend a helping hand. Going back to your car days, I'm sure an extra $5 could always lend a hand on a hot meal. I don't know if anybody ever been there, but if an angel came and gave you some food to eat, when you have no food to eat. That's the best day of your life. And so that's what we do in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, most big cities, you know, have people in need.
Right, they do.
So we just doing our part in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Just making a difference, you know, and just being that positive voice.
Yeah,
you know, and I hope that positive voice can get into the Cowboys culture fan base.
Cultural care fan base.
You know, so that the players can see that we believe in you. There's a science to home court advantage. You got people actually believing you can beat the other team.
Right, the belief factor.
Correct, and I hope that culture of believing gets into the Cowboys fan base, no matter who's starting quarterback or running back.
Right, and just say, hey, this is my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. Yeah. He gonna find a way. He done threw some interceptions or whatever. But I think the popular phrase is, if you made a mistake, you gotta have a short memory span. You gotta get out there, act like it didn't happen. And you gotta will your way.
To
the finish line. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we had in the SEC. You know, in the SEC we had I'm coming at your head, no matter how many times you won, no matter how many times you beat me.
There you go.
And NFC, the Cowboys nation needs that.
They do, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And hopefully, with everything being said, man, it will happen.
Definitely
will. So just go ahead and spell it out for those who Trinity Outreach.
Yeah, so it's called Trinity Outreach. The website is www.trinityoutreachonline.com. Trinityoutreachonline.com.
It will be posted in the link once the video has been
posted. It explains all the things we do throughout the year. You know, just take a look at us.
And people fail to realize that goes a long way.
Definitely.
So that's been pretty much. I really thank everybody for tuning in to the show. Those who commented, it means a lot for you guys sharing the information. Don't forget to share this information, like this page, and also tell a friend, whether you're a Cowboys fan or a troll or what have you. You know, just tell them about, hey, this guy Law Nation is crazy guy. You know, to look like a bootleg version of James Harden, right? although I'm 8 years older than the kid, you know, the guy that looks like him.
Your beer game's a true beer
game.
I need to step my game up, bro.
Man, that beer oil, man. You gotta get some of that beer oil to put on there. I got some, man. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay. That's what's up.
No, it's not drawn on. You can tell them it's not drawn on. You know, somebody told me, "Hey, Liv, keep putting that Edge Pro line on there."
That's real, bro.
It's real, man. Grow so fast, man.
Yours grow fast though. You shave it all off and then it grow back.
Grow back, man.
Like 3 weeks later.
3 weeks later, man. That's mean I'm healthy, man. That coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But that's a blast talking to you. I wish you was in town, man. We have a show like this every other day.
12 hours away though.
Oh yeah, it's too far, man.
It's been a good time.
Hot Atlanta, man. We play Atlanta this year. We play a home game.
Yeah. Oh, so y'all were there last year.
So you're gonna be Atlanta gonna be here.
It should be here, but I
don't know, man. You know,
I gotta look it up.
Hopefully I can't let you go, bro. But you gotta be at work tomorrow, man. But that's been our time. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you guys are listening to nothing but the best. Salute. We're out. Peace. Don't forget to hit Trinity Outreach online.